Hello there, beautiful people. I'm Brooke, and this is my channel, Tarot with B. So today we're going to be seeing how you can invite more joy into your life. You know, it's really difficult right now in the world, and I think that everyone needs a little bit more joy. And this is just how maybe you could really, because maybe you're trying really hard and you feel like nothing's working. So maybe this could help you, these messages from spirit. Okay. So we have three piles today. We have pile number one, and I am going to flip it over with the power of attraction, number 13. That's pile one. And also with this stone. It's almost like a burnt sienna shade or something. There's pile one. Pile two is inspiration with number 3. And this lovely stone. Okay, pile 2. Did I say 3? It's pile 3 anyway, because I think I said 3 because of this. And pile number 3 is number 25, release the dark wound, let love live. Really cool imagery there. These are so neat. That's pile 3 with the purple stone. I love that this also has like a little heart. It looks like a heart to me. And it's all about let love in. I just thought it was cute. And that is pile 3. So really just take a second, see which pile's calling to you. It can be anything on the card, the words, the numbers, the timestamps, the crystal, the stones. These probably are crystals, but as usual, I have no idea what they are. So, but yes, this is all about how you can invite more joy into your life, okay? So again, we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. You can pause if you need a little bit more time, and I will see you in a minute. Bye. Hello there, pile number 1. So if you chose the Power of Attraction card or this stone, this is your reading to see how you can invite more joy into your life, okay? So immediately, I think you have really big goals and dreams that you want to accomplish, right? With this Power of Attraction card, it's really about um focusing on the present moment. Okay, you're focusing, I think perhaps you're really focusing on the future, and you've got to try to really focus on the now, because the future, you're just like getting overwhelmed with and kind of a little bit ahead of yourself, because it feels like you're so overwhelmed with the future and what's happening and maybe not happening that you're really kind of stalling yourself out, and maybe not even taking action toward whatever it is that you're trying to attract to yourself, whatever this big goal or dream is, right? So I think that really to invite more joy into your life and into this whole process of attracting this and manifesting this goal, um, you really have to try and stay present in the moment, and not get so upset about things like about the future or like anxious about the future, right? Let me see what else we've got here. I pre-shuffled some cards for you. And these are all, well, not all of them, but I chose some decks that I don't use as often as others, because I just felt like, you know what, I felt called to. So I do use these a lot, but we'll look at them anyway. So we have the number 22, interesting. Library, take control of your own narrative. Yeah, we have meditation to dig deep. Gorgeous. And there's a lot of amethyst here. You really need to trust your intuition, please. Okay, write a letter to a friend. I'm going to intuitively do this, okay? So actually, let's put that under there. That's a good spot. When your mind wanders, bring it back and breathe deep. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what I just said, right? Like, don't let your mind wander off into like negative possibilities. You know what I mean? Or like the future, and you're just like, okay, wait, you need to stay present. Yeah. Okay. We have Ansu. This is a rune, Ansu. Actually, this is probably good up here since it's a matte card. Ooh, clear the way with sage. These are all really big cards, so maybe we'll see. All right, you got two of these. I was just going to do one, but they came out together. So first, we've got distorted desire. Conscious desire rarely satisfies the unconscious need driving it. Okay. And then we also have 33, sharing. There is giving and receiving and giving. Okay. And then we also have this crown chakra card, which is interesting because we have the purple here as well with the amethyst, which is crown chakra stuff. So definitely trying to trust your intuition and really intuitive, trust your gut on something in a situation. Like if it doesn't feel right, don't do it. If it does, keep doing more of what feels right, right? So the purple jade is the royal healer. I am one with the divine order. And I'll get into more of that in a minute, of what all that says. But what that all says, excuse me. And we'll do your tarot in a second. This is really crowded, but it's okay. Let me see. Can we see everything? Oh, there's lots of room. I'm like trying to shove it all in, and it doesn't need to be. Okay. So for you, I'm seeing a few different things, okay? Honestly, I really think with Anzu and control your own narrative, as well as clear the way in meditation to take deep, and this royal healer, you're really being asked to form your own opinions. You know, don't be so controlled by other people and what they're saying to you and what maybe what their opinions are, you know, just because I feel like maybe you feel like you have to, like maybe you're a bit of a people pleaser, you know what I mean? And you really don't like to rock the boat. So you're just kind of like going with the flow of what other people are saying when inside you really don't agree, you know? So spirit really, and that brings you a lot of heartache, you know, and makes you feel kind of really shitty, okay? And spirit really wants you to just live for yourself, take control of the things that you want to do and do them, right? Do more of what makes you feel good and less of what makes you feel bad. Which of course sounds easier than it actually is in practice, but spirit really wants you to look inside yourself. Okay, and this is coming into this distorted desire too, okay? Because right here, these two are very similar. Um, really look inside yourself, use that intuition, and see exactly what it is you want and why you want it. You have to focus on your why with this distorted desire. So this says conscious desire rarely satisfies the unconscious need driving it. So it's like, what is your why? Why do you want to do this? She looks so sad, right? Like she's almost like going to reach towards something, but she's not. And the clouds are so um dark this way, right? It's like there's dark, but this light is over here. So whatever this is that makes you feel that darkness, it's like you can't get away from it. And I don't mean that like it's like a toxic thing, because it might not be, but I think for you, you really have to figure out why you want to do something, you know, and why you are doing what you're doing, right? And also with Ansu, there's a lot about communication here. It's all about looking within yourself, truthfully. With this dig deep, they're the same. Two very similar messages. Really looking inside yourself, looking at all of the things that you've learned from the past and making a decision that way with what you want to do, right? It is truthfully all about forming your opinions, your own opinions about things. There's a very clear you're protected divinely, like you are being guided divinely, and spirit really wants you to try and communicate with them too. In any way that you can, use tarot, maybe meditate. However, you maybe do some research on that and see. I mean, I know people pray. That's not for me, but if that's for you, then you can do that. But just do your research and see what you find is the best way for you to communicate with source, with what you believe in, okay? Because they really want to communicate with you. Um, and help guide you through this, help you attract what you want, right? And also, you have someone in your life that I think could be very helpful and supportive um, of what you want to do, But again, you need to make sure you're doing things because you want to. And I think that a lot of this power of attraction is just attracting the light, the good feelings, and pushing away that negativity, and sharing. These two are very, very, yeah, there's people in your life that really want to be there for you. Um, and, but maybe you just haven't asked. So you're like, okay, well, right. But I think that you've got a group of people that really would support you. And if it's not a group, you've definitely got at least one person that would help you, yeah, like clear the way, cleanse this energy. Maybe this is about like a spiritual practitioner. Maybe you have a friend that does tarot or something, like something like that. Or Reiki, anything like that, just to help you get some of that gunk, that heaviness, that heavy energy out, right? Because you're clearing the way for this really beautiful manifestation in this light energy. I mean, your card is beautiful. This main card here, it's so light and they look very content and pleased, right? And again, there's purple. So really, I think you could be an incredibly powerful spiritual practitioner too, by the way. Like I feel like spirit really would communicate clearly with you, yeah. And again, just try and stay present in the moment. Don't let anxiety from past and future overwhelm you, right? Just really try and stay present in the present, right? In the now. And let me see this, because again, it's purple. There's a lot here about divinely guided and intuition, okay? So let me see. Yeah, tension, headaches, and migraines, and help calming. Well, that's seizures and epilepsy, but works with brain healing. It feels as though you've had a lot. Maybe you do get headaches and stuff, migraines, because you're very stressed about things and not being where you feel you need to be, right? So it's all about trying to find things that calm you down and bring you peace, right? Um, Yeah, integrates mind, body, and spirit. It's a whole thing. It's our body is one unit. It works together to bring peace, right? So we have to try to work all of that, your mind, body, and soul, to really try and move closer to that joy, which can be, it could be just simply like dancing for a few minutes, or so. You got to move your body. I think that that's very clear for you. You have to move your body, and that will really help dissipate some of that negative energy. But in a positive way. I'm not saying like force yourself, or like, but most of the time, if you're having a bad day, if you move your body, you will feel so much better. But also just cleanse. Cleansing helps a lot with your mind, body, and soul, to just um have that fresh energy, using sage, maybe using I water is huge for me. I really feel so cleansed in my mind, in my soul, when when I shower or take a bath. It's not just cleansing my body, it's cleansing everything. You feel so much lighter, right? So however that resonates for you to cleanse, I think you should try and do it. Okay. So let's take a look at a few other things here. I'm going to lay the tarot out and then I will do some Buzzfeed cards too. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man. Yeah, you're feeling very stuck. Definitely. Completely at a standstill. Five of Wands. It's like there's a lot of chaos happening, right? And it feels like there's inaction though. Like you're not taking action toward the things that you want to be taking action toward. And that's really making you feel even more stuck. And you really want to, and that's really keeping you from attracting the things that you really so desperately want, right? And the Page of Wands, yeah, you have like a light, such a light energy about you that is, you want to take action. You know, the Page is the youngest of the court cards, okay? And so it's like just a fresh energy. It can also be a little naive about certain things, and impulsive. So I think maybe for you, it's important to make a plan, make a solid plan. I think, you know, writing things out could be really beneficial for you as well. Um, but definitely taking action, even if it's something small every day, just try your best to do something toward what it is that you're trying to attract and manifest. Even if it's just positivity, you know, just do something once a day that will help you. Yeah, with the Two of Wands. Okay, so you're really looking to at expansion. You're planning. You're planning this. And it's feeling like you're stalling out, like I just said. So really just keep going. Don't stall yourself out with this Hanged Man. You may need more information about something from a different type of perspective, right? Um, so do some research on what it is that you're attracting. Yeah, and just see what comes out. I think we'll get more clear messages with the desert, not the desert card, the Buzzfeed cards, but maybe specifically about what you're trying to attract. But this is a collective reading, so we might not be able to get super specific about what you're attracting, you know, but I think that you know what you're trying to attract, right? The Wheel of Fortune, okay. So it feels like for you, karma is like instant, you know? I don't know why it's like that, but it's just, it feels like if you're I don't know. See, this is about action for me. You've had a lot of wands here, so taking your actions. Like if you're doing nothing, nothing's coming to you, right? But if you put in a little bit, you'll get reward. You know, like this wheel will turn and good things will come. But if you don't do anything, then it's never going to turn, right? So it's really about attracting these positive things, right? Um because I don't want to say like it's about your thoughts necessarily, because I don't think that that's the case. That's because a lot of people go through like depression and all of that, and it's not really fair to say like you attract what you think. I don't think that that's right. So I personally think it's about your actions that you're taking. If you're not taking action, you're not getting anything. If you do take action, maybe it will take a little while. I don't think it will for you because we've got all these wands, but I think if you take action toward this, it'll be almost something will happen quick, you know, because it feels like your karma really comes quick. um but yeah, I definitely, it's about taking action, not being stuck in this Hanged Man energy, okay? And the Moon. Oh, again with the divine, I'm telling you, there's something here with trusting. You got to trust your intuition and the divine. I know it feels really like a mystery right now. Everything's kind of up in the air and you're just like, well, what the hell is going on, right? But you got to trust your intuition and try your best to um connect with spirit, because they really, really would like to help you. And they might have more to give you, personally. And that also will help ground you. Like, even if it's like through meditation or something where you're trying to connect with them, that will help ground you and make you focus on the present moment, like I've been trying to say, right? So that will help you really bring more joy to your life as well, because you're feeling more present and grounded in your body and mind and all of that, instead of having yeah, because my third eye almost, there's a lot of pressure here. So it feels like yours is blocked, okay? Um and you're not paying attention to it. You're not listening. Because now I have pressure in my ears, so it's like, oh. I don't think that you're listening to your intuition. You have to trust yourself. If something keeps popping into your head and it feels like I have to do this, you have to do it, right? Like, trust yourself. Definitely. That's spirit trying to communicate with you, right? So don't ignore those feelings at all. Let's get some Buzzfeed cards here. How can pile 1 invite more joy into their life? Take some time to chill out. Stay present in the moment, okay? And get cozy once in a while. I don't know. I feel like you're busy. You work hard, but it's like you're not doing what you want to be doing. But you need to take time to chill as well. Grasslands. I'll look it up. I get confused. That one's because there's this one in prairie, and I always get them messed up. It feels like it's an open book though. Yeah. Patience, having patience, because 5 of Wands, um, that can be very chaotic, and you can get maybe jump the gun a little bit. See, because Wands, if you came out as a Page of Wands, so they have a little bit of bleh, they have a little bit of a temper sometimes, or impatient. They're just not. They want to go go go. It's time. Let's move, let's get something going. You need to be a little patient, right? And try and find some calm within the chaos in your own way, whether it be the grounding, however that resonates for you. Whatever brings you calm, do more of that and don't focus so much on the chaos, right? Bubblegum. So that's interesting. Let's see what else comes out, because that's not a very good one alone. I mean, I don't mean that like in a negative way. I just mean like it's hard to just like say intuitively when it's alone. Okay, and we have MP3 down. Oh my God, MP3 downloads. So I think you have some thoughts that really cling. They cling to your mind, and it's like you cannot get them out of your head. These negative thoughts, right? And it's just because when a bubble pops and it goes, it will stick to you forever. So it's just a matter of really, again, trying to do more of the things that make you feel better. And I know that that's kind of, I mean, that's what the whole reading's about. But for you, I feel like there's deeply like something that you're doing that you don't want to be doing. So spirit really wants you to do more of what you want to do, because then it'll really make these negative thoughts that are clinging to your mind like go away. Again, there's some sort of anxiety here. You have a lot of anxiety um about things, and just try and stay focused on the present. Try your best at every moment, like don't focus on next year, focus on right now. And write out I think maybe even writing out your manifestations would be a good idea. Your plan. That's a good idea. But then like you consult it, see, okay, this is what I'm doing today. Don't focus on next year like at all, okay? Because yeah, I think with the MP3 downloads, this is really, you're not taking action towards something because you feel like it will disappoint people, because you're being like disloyal to someone or like stepping on someone's toes, forming your own opinion, making your own decisions. So there could be something like that here where you feel like you'll disappoint someone because you want to do something else with your life, or do something else with your time. But yeah, that's Spirit really wants you to just focus on you. Focus on you and what you want. Because this is your life, it's not theirs. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome to have these. This is Aurora Borealis. It's like, dude, I'm telling you, like, Spirit's on your side, the universe. Like, this is so spectacular. It really is like a marvel. And that's what your life needs to feel like. You need to be happy with it and find it beautiful. And right now, I don't think you do. And so you really, again, attract the things that make your heart happy. There's green here. It really reminds me of the heart chakra. Do more of what makes you just feel good. Okay. Because through that, you'll get closer and closer to what it is that you want and your goal here, whatever you're trying to attract. Ooh, yeah, giraffe. It feels like there's someone in your life that's trying to poke their nose in to your business, and that's really influencing your decisions. And you just kind of have to, and it's making you feel stuck because you don't want to hurt them, but you've kind of just got to let that go. It's your life, okay? And they're trying to meddle in your situation too. So they're really trying to almost again control you. It's like that card, this one. It's like they're making you their puppet. No, you're your own person. You're doing what you want to do. That's the key here. Truthfully, all right? I think I'm going to end it there for you, pile one. It's been a pleasure to read for you today. If you'd like to subscribe, you can hit that button down below. If you'd like to be notified when I post a new video, you can hit that notification bell. If you'd like to follow me on social media, I'll leave those down below as well. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I'll leave my email link down below. So we can maybe get a little bit more information about this, right? See what's coming for you, okay? But I hope you have a beautiful day, night, or evening wherever you are, pile one, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye. Hi there, pile number two. So if you chose this inspiration card or the blue stone, this is your reading. So how to invite more joy into your life. Immediately, it seems as though you're not really focusing on the things that bring you inspiration, right? It seems like you're very busy with a lot of other things, right? I mean, there's bees here. You've got a lot going on, um, but you're feeling really dull. You're not feeling very inspired. Things are just not, you feel like life isn't like at its full potential, right? You're not living life to its full potential and where you see yourself. Um, it's just bland, I think you have a very amazing imagination, and you have a lot of things that you want to do, but maybe life right now isn't allowing you to play. I think that's really what it is. Play. You want to be carefree, kind of, and just have fun. I feel like a childlike energy, with just wanting to express yourself in unique and fun ways, and maybe through a hobby or something like that. But um yeah, you're not able to right now, and that's really bringing you down, right? And not bringing the joy that you want in. So let's see what we've got here. Okay. Raindrops, take a chance on them. Yeah, give in to passion. Do one thing at a time. This is Manaz, the rune. The Ways of Water, White Willow. And we'll get into this, don't worry. It's probably confusing right now. Actually, here. This is a big one. Realize what you cannot control. Melting Mask. Allow your spirit self to shine through the many roles you fulfill. Okay, and then we've got a crystal card. So you got watermelon, tourmaline, balanced emotions, which is from the heart chakra. And then it says, I love myself as I am. Okay. So for you, pile two, it's really at the end of the day about diving head first into what you want to do, right? Take a chance on them, take a chance on it. Whatever is inspiring you, whatever really makes you your heart sing, your just brings you so much joy, even a little bit, because it really feels like you're wearing a mask a lot of the time and you're not allowing your emotions to flow. With this ways of water card, you're not really letting your emotions flow. And I think you're also not letting your creativity flow. You're not letting things um happen. You're really, and I think it's because of um potentially like this being something that is controversial in your family, potentially. Like it would, not controversial, but like, well, a little bit. It's just like it would cause a little bit of unrest and chaos within your family. So you're kind of just pushing it down, or like your friends, society too, even. It could be something like that. Like it's something very unique and not norm, like the norm, right? Like not a 9 to 5 or something like that. It's just, or like you want to be a travel influencer or something. I don't know. It's just, you don't want a typical boring life. You don't want a typical life that everybody else has. Obviously, everybody has a unique experience, but you really want adventure. I think you seem to be very artistic. We've given to passion as well as inspiration. Those are really artistic cards. Um, whether that be musically, artistically, modeling, however it resonates for you. Earring making, polymer clay, just creating, using a part of yourself to make something, right? That's what it feels like. And you're blocking it. You're not allowing yourself to do this. And it's weighing so heavily on you, and because there's a lot here about shutting like not allowing your emotions to flow. This one, this and this as well. It's just very much not letting things happen. And I think that that's really hindering you and bringing you a lot of, mm, I think it's honestly, it feels like deep rooted pain to me. It just feels like you're very frustrated with where you're at because you really want to pursue this, but you're so afraid of people being upset or disappointed in you. And you really have to figure out what it is that you want to do. You know, what brings you joy? It's your life. This is your life. Um, and realize what you can't control. You can't control the other people's reactions to things. You can control your actions. You can control your reactions. You can't control other people, right? That's really what it is. You can control what you're doing. You can. Um, but you have to know you can't control other people's reactions, and they'll react how they react. But at the end of the day, it's your life, right? And you should be pursuing the things that bring you joy. And I feel right now you're just really not at all. You're really denying yourself that living in this, like, they look so happy and like joyful and at peace, right? Like with their violin and creating the music and just uh, so happy. But the thing is, it feels like, because like I said, it feels like you have a mask on for people, and you kind of hide how much um you love this, whatever this is for you, right? Because it may be like kind of upset other people, and I'm not saying it's anything bad at all. I just think it's not what's expected of you. You know what I mean? And that's why it really hurts you, because it's what you're doing is not inspiring for you. You're just kind of ugh, you're bored, and it's like hollow. You feel very hollow and wooden and just like over it, and I think if you continue on this path, it's going to eat you up inside, because you're not taking a chance. You're not taking action towards something that you're super passionate about. And you're not letting these emotions flow freely, right? Your emotions toward this. You're not sharing that with others, and that's also really holding you back. But I see that with this mask, the melting mask, there's change coming. There is, because um melting mask, it's going away. That mask it's going, but the thing is, it may be difficult for a while as you really explore this, allowing your emotions to flow, and allowing people to know that you're doing this. You're going to take a chance on it. But spirit wants you to know, do one thing at a time. You don't have to do everything at once. That may feel really heavy for you. Just take it a little at a time. Tell one person that you want to do this, then another one. Just go little by little. Because you can do that, and you can control it. You can control that part, doing one thing at a time. And yeah, you have to see what makes you feel good. Gosh, that's what inspires you. Look at how wide open this person's eyes are. They're so like, again, it's like a childlike energy with those big eyes, and just like ready to take on anything, because they're so excited and happy. This really reminds me of the sun, the sun in tarot, and just a carefree, happy, confident energy. And I think you're moving toward that, but it's a matter of taking action, right? And then we have this watermelon tourmaline. Let me read the bottom here. Yeah, reduces, it's all about emotions. Um, Helps restore balance from emotional extremes, reduces emotional barriers, brings self love and general happiness, assesses the deepest parts of the heart, cleans and heals deep emotional wounds, accelerates forgiveness, combats depression and anxiety. So I certainly think that you could benefit from getting some watermelon tourmaline, first of all. But I think that there's going to be a lot of emotional upheavals for you to pursue this, but it's truly what makes your heart happy. It's it will bring you so much good energy and joy. It's really that joy. And yes, there may be some difficult times, because like I said, it really feels like you're kind of going against what some people in your life may want you to be doing. But if you want even a semblance of um whatever this passion is, then you gotta go for it, right? Never mind what anybody else thinks. It's for you, right? It's for you, pile two. Nobody else. Okay? I love myself as I am. And I am in love with whatever my passion is, right? It's just you got to do it. You got to take that leap. So let's see what else we've got here. I'm going to do, what did I do last time? I think I did, well, we'll see. It doesn't matter. Buzzfeed cards? No, they were last. Let's put these on first, the tarot. So we have Two of Cups. Okay. Okay. The Chariot, Cancer energy. Look at that kitty flying in that car, all happy. Oh yeah, the Page of Wands, definitely. Temperance. Ace of Wands. Ooh, coming in hot. We love this. This is nice. Pile two. completely manageable. And this Five of Pentacles. Okay. There's yep, we did. So immediately with the Two of Cups, it feels as though the person that you're really kind of wearing a mask with, that you're afraid to express this passion with, is someone very, very close to you. It's a lovely connection that you really cherish. It feels like they're going to be supportive. I know you're worried, but I think that they just want you to be happy. Do you see how happy these little cups are? I don't know. And everybody's happy. They're just happy little little nuggets, you know? So with the Chariot, taking that action, it's all about forward movement, momentum, get moving. Um, real, and again, balancing out emotions. Cancers are they have a lot of emotions, sometimes they don't show them all, but underneath the surface, there's a lot of emotions. And I think that you have a lot of emotion invested in this passion of yours that really you want to move forward. And I think that you'll really have success with it, because this is it's a successful card and it's a successful energy. You just have to get moving. You're this Page of Wands, you're enthusiastic, really wanting to get started, but that's holding you back. That that worry about upsetting someone or disappointing someone even, but you have this passion. Wands are all about action, and they're so passionate. That's fire energy, right? So we have Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. They're all about the passion. They're very dramatic, a lot of but I love it in completely different ways. But gosh, go forth authentically, you, not caring about what anybody else thinks. That's another thing about fire signs. And even if deep down they do care about what other people think, they don't give off that air at all. They're very much like, okay, I'm just going to do this. I'm just doing it. And they take action. And they really, really see through it. They can be a little impulsive, but I don't think you are, because it feels like you're holding back a lot. But just really try and move forward, because I think that through all of this, you're going to find this calm, balancing peace within yourself, right? And within this connection that you're worried about, disappointing and causing upheaval with, yeah, it might be a little difficult at times, but just really communicate exactly how you're feeling. Also, this is Sagittarius energy, so we have that twice here with the fire. But just all about that balance and serenity. I think that through you pursuing this passion, you're just going to find an enthusiasm for life. You're not going to want to stop doing it, because it's going to make you feel so good and balanced and sure. And it's also going to light a fire under your ass. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands, which is really an inspiring card. The Ace of Wands is all about action, new ideas, new hobbies, doing new things. And it's really you being inspired, right? 100%. As long as you don't stay stuck in this Five of Pentacles energy, which is very downtrodden and feeling left out in the cold and not feeling bad for yourself too, having rough times. I would also maybe say be careful with your money a little bit. Just make sure you're investing in good spots, for the correct things, okay? And the Page of Wands is here too. Don't buy things impulsively, or do things impulsively. Really do your research and make sure you're spending your money in the most effective way, right? And the most useful way for your passion, right? But that's the only thing. It's like, this is gold. This is beautiful. As long as you don't stay stuck in that poor me energy. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying you're in that energy now. I'm just saying, you can do this, okay? I know you can. You can do it. And if you do, it will bring you so much more inspiration, so much more. And there's a lot of yellow here. So a lot of confidence. Um that solar plexus chakra will really light up and just bring you a lot more positivity and joy, and but confidence in what you're doing as well, and confidence in how you're communicating with these people that may be a little bit uh, of these Debbie Downers, with what you're trying to do. So let's get some BuzzFeed cards now. Okay, we have Toad. Yeah, it feels like that person's a toad. The what? But I'm telling you, it'll be okay. It really feels like they will be supportive of you. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of creative endeavor with word art. I'll get more into it in a second. Let me shuffle these out and then we'll talk. Yes. What did I just? Okay. Okay. Shh. I'm shushing myself, not you. So we have bear and caverns. Sorry, I'm crazy sometimes. Just ignore me. Oh yes, forest. Oof! I'm excited for you, pile two. I really am. This is cool. Okay. And developing photos. Yes. So this person, this Two of Cups is just worried. They're worried about you. And I think maybe whatever you're trying to pursue doesn't have financial stability. So that's really why they're worried, and a little apprehensive about, and maybe this is why you are too, about you pursuing this. But I'm telling you, it really feels like if you move forward confidently and carefully, that you're going to find success, because and so more creative endeavors. It really feels like this will just kind of snowball and keep going and really create a lot of different opportunities for you. And we also have word art. So that's yeah, really getting creative. I love this, and you're very unique. I think you're very smart, but you're innovative, you figure things out, and you see and you can create things that other people have never seen before. That's within you, or heard before, whatever this is. um Maybe you're like you want to be a graphic designer or something, or I'm art, I really am getting a lot of art, but anyway. um but you're just incredibly creative. That's really what that's saying with word art. You'll make people say, wow, they're so talented. That's really what it is. And then we have bear. So it's like, this is a very protective energy. I think that this is so important to you that you really protect yourself. And that's why another reason you don't let a lot of people in on it, right? But I think that it brings you so much comfort, so much. And also, I see other people supporting you. I don't know why I see a bear and I'm like, supportive. It's just, it feels like that's it. It feels like people will be very supportive of you after, and it may take a while, but they will be eventually. And also, I think you're going to be very strict and devoted to your craft. You're going to be strict with yourself. Because Page of Wands, like I said, they can be a little impulsive. I think you're going to keep that passion and the fun, but you're going to be strict about how you're spending your time and what you're doing within a day. I think you really ultimately want to be your own boss. That's what it feels like. And we have caverns as well. You so don't want to tell people about this. Like, this is all about being hidden. It's like you don't want people to see how happy this would make you to do this. But you really have to tell people. Be so honest and communicate exactly how much this would mean to you to be able to do this and pursue this passion and whatever inspires you, right? This is really turning into something deep. But it's important, because I think that it truly is what brings you joy. Whatever that passion is, it brings you so much joy. And I can't get specific because this is a collective reading about what that passion is, but it's definitely something really near and dear to your heart. And it feels creative. You definitely feel like you're creating and innovative, and but that can be a number of different things, right? So, but it really feels like you're just hiding it and not letting people see how important it is to you. But you gotta walk out into the sun. No more staying in the caverns. Walk out into the sunshine, out of that forest, right? Like out of the caverns, out of the forest, into the sunshine. But the forest is good as well because this means teamwork, collaboration. You're going to have people with you helping you. Maybe you'll have some sort of team behind you and you're going to be a CEO eventually, you know? I feel like you're an entrepreneur. That's what it feels like. You want to start some sort of business. Um whether how whether it's small or large, you know. I think gradually you'll be growing your team. And even if it's not like a team with work, it could just be your support system, you know. Like I said, do it one thing at a time. Tell one person, you know, and then another one and another one, right? You will have support. You will. It's just a matter of letting it out there, communicating with people how important this is to you, right? So then we have developing photos. Yeah, this is really a confirmation to me that because this is like a hint, right? It's kind of like a reminder. So just be careful that you're not wallowing. And I think this is more so now, but not wallowing in self-pity over the fact that you can't pursue this or you're not pursuing this. That you're not pursuing it. That's really what it is. Um and try your best to invest your money in the correct places. Don't be super impulsive. But definitely, that's a big confirmation that that's what that one was about, to have developing photos there. Because I think you really look back at the past on certain things, and um, that can really hinder you. You know, move forward. No looking back. Move forward on what it is that you want and the goals that you've got. Definitely. But I think I'm going to end your reading there, Pile 2. It's been a pleasure to read for you today. If you'd like to subscribe, you can hit that button down below. If you'd like to be notified when I post a new video, you can hit that notification bell. If you'd like to follow me on social media, I'll leave those linked down below. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I will leave my email link down below as well. But I hope you have a beautiful day, night, or evening, wherever you are, Pile 2, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye! Hello there, Pile 3. So if you chose the Release the Dark Wound, Let Love In card, or the Purple Stone, this is your reading. And it does have a heart on it. So, I'm not gonna lie, this feels like it's a love reading a little bit. Like maybe you've been really trying to heal from a relationship that from the past that really just completely darkened your entire life, it feels like, right? But I also just think you're very hard on yourself. You're that person that is really letting the darkness in and not allowing any light into your thoughts, right? It's or your self-talk. It feels like you have very negative self-talk in general, and you're really almost pushing away the positivity that maybe people are trying to bring in, or just in everyday life. You know, there's wax on my crystal. Anyway, um, and you're really just you're not seeing any of the light, the happiness right now because things feel so bleak and sad and depressing. That's really what I'm getting with this. It's not an easy time for you at all. You're really just trying to make it through every day. This is a very heavy energy. You're definitely feeling immense it's almost despair. I'm telling you, it's very strong. It feels just like absolute heartache with you. It's not even just not letting love in, it's just drowning in sadness. That's what it feels like to me. So let me see a few other cards. If we can get a clearer image of what's going on here. Okay. Yeah. Affirmation for healing the heart. Lots of support though, which is good. Let's put you down. Oh yeah, Phoenix. How's that for a happily ever after? It's a good thing to see. Get a good night's sleep. Yes. Spirit into matter with Trillium. Let me take this right now. Visit a location that you find inspiring or meaningful. I'm using cards that I don't use super often, just to let you know. It's kind of been interesting. It's been really cool. So we have the rune Hunjo. So we have number 43, inner life. Your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. Yes. And then we have lepidolite, rescue crystal. I deeply relax with every breath. So for you, pile 2, like I said, you're drowning in this sadness, this deep sadness. And it's like, I specifically want to read this to you because it's really interesting, okay? So Trillium is a rare jewel, brightening the forest floor, quietly watching the darkness. She's not waiting for ghouls or ghosts. She fears nothing in these dim-lit woods. No, Trillium is waiting on the first fleeting sparks of new life. So, like, I'm so intrigued because on the edge of the abyss of all and nothing, she's ready to ease the transition from spirit to matter. Trillium helps with births. She often sees the first spark when other eyes still see darkness. This is truthfully all about you rising from the ashes, rising from this pain and those things that you really learned from this really, it seems, incredibly painful experience that really put a lot of strain on your heart. And it's may take you a while to really heal this. Honestly, it feels like you're keeping your up, like you cannot sleep sometimes. It's like that heartache just keeps you up and it's so debilitating for you. Um, but look for the little things. You've got to try, just like this Trillium, in that darkness of the forest floor, right? That's the brightness, this Trillium on the forest floor. That's you. You have to create your own positive experiences, okay? Like this, visit a location that you find inspiring or meaningful. Even if you're feeling crappy, you know what I mean? Just try. Just try and go to a place that you enjoy or do something that you really enjoy, right? Listen to a song, dance for a while, something that can make you feel a little lighter because there's so much heaviness here, so much in your energy and your aura. Um, because something's definitely ended. There's an ending here, but there's a new beginning too with that phoenix rising from the ashes and the Trillium with spirit into matter, seeing that new reborn life, right? Like that's you. Yes, maybe a chapter ended, but a new chapter is beginning. It's really hard to work through pain and healing after you felt so hurt, because that's what it is. I think that you've been really hurt, um or even like it could have been an end of a relationship, but it also could have been a death of a loved one, a pet, anything like that. It's just something so deep. mm. And you're really trying to navigate, you are trying to navigate your way to happiness and to even just a spark, a glimmer of joy is hard right now. But you also have to let people support you and let people love you. Oh, I think that you have some people that will support you so much through this, whether that be pets. Like, look at these babies. They're all there. The cat and the dog are right there. And so is this person right there with them through that hard time. And that will help you through the healing process as well, to have people there that understand that it's not, you're not okay, not everything is okay, right? And that can also bring you a little bit of joy too, because oh, it's hard right now and I can feel that. Because here's the thing, I think that you're really, really focusing on the negative a lot, and it's it feels impossible to get out of that. But with Kunjo here, like, things aren't going to get better or move forward if you're so negative about everything, right? Um and of course, it's okay. I mean, you've had a hard time. It's okay to be negative, but don't stay in that energy. You have to try and move forward, right? And I think through these little things, even getting some sleep would make a big difference for you. Um, Maybe you like to read, reading would really help. There's books here too, sitting in front of the fire, sitting with some candles and just enjoying that ambiance and that aesthetic, in that energy. But just doing things that bring you a little bit of joy, a little bit of hope for the future. For you, I really want you to think small right now, because it feels like there's just so much sadness and darkness that, I mean, it's in all of these cards, there's darkness. So you really just have to, I want you to focus on small things, really just every day, something small that brings you joy. Going to Target, something like that. You know what I mean? Just treating yourself to something small, just an ice cream. I don't know, something like that. Just make them small at first, and just listening to your favorite song, watching your favorite show, something small. Okay? But definitely get some rest. Um, because and maybe you have like insomnia right now, so it feels impossible. So rest when you can, okay? Because that's incredibly important to your mindset. That really changes everything, right? And with the inner life card, it's oh, you're really very it's you're not nourishing yourself right now. You're not watering your inner garden, right? You're kind of letting it all die. And that is also hindering you. It's also really hindering your joy, definitely. So again, just do things that bring you happiness. All right. Little things, again, small. Don't, because I think right now, if you think too big, it will really overwhelm you and then you won't do anything, right? And you'll like lay in bed and cry or something, which is okay. I don't mean that that's not okay, but try and focus on small things, because you are going to come out of this with this phoenix. You're rising from those ashes. You're going to. I know you are. And you're going to be a changed person because you've learned a lot from this experience. But right, you have to focus on you and your inner garden, your inner peace, your tranquility, your heart. You have to heal your wounds before you can um move forward, right, with a bigger picture of joy. You know what I mean? And I think right now, if you have pets, they would bring you a lot of joy, like, and comfort, just a lot of snuggles. Like, steal them off of the couch and snuggle them, okay? Let me see with Lepidolite here. Yeah, it feels like you're very anxious, right? Yeah, there's a lot of emotions happening, intense emotions, and your mind is all over the place. I think that lepidolite would be really, really good for you because it really calms things down. Hyperactivity, hypervigilance, anxiety, and it brings inner peace and love. I think you have a really, mm, I don't want to say jaded necessarily, but it's a skewed vision of love right now and of life right now. And it's really bringing up these emotions that are really freaking heavy. I mean, it's heavy. Also, smoke cleanse may be very significant for you. They're both here. A smoke cleanse could be really good. Either sage, you could use cedar, palo santo. Okay, yeah, the tower. I was expecting that. There was a big something that happened here. But this tower card is so cute. Like, it's the cutest tower I've ever seen in tarot. Like, the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles. Excellent. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. The Four of Cups. Yeah. I need to stop. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. King of Swords. The Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So, right off the bat, big event happened. Something huge happened that really just shattered your world. It feels like everything completely shifted and you just are like completely thrown off course. You have no idea where you're going now. It's just like, and Knight of Pentacles, I think this is you. You're coming out as the Knight of Pentacles. You had a plan. You are very to the book. I'm doing this exactly how I'm doing this. And you move forward and you don't stop until you achieve that, right? You're a hard worker. And this happened and it completely stalled you, like through you, and you're in this uncomfortable energy of not knowing what the hell you're doing anymore. It's like, well, that seemed completely pointless. there's it's just you're lost. You feel so lost. um it feels as though this could have been, only take this if it resonates, but a relationship ending where you lived together and now you're like having to find your independence, maybe finding a house, finding all of these different things, right? And this person is completely emotionally shut off with this King of Swords. They're cold, they're being cruel, and just completely not seeing any other person's point of view other than their own. That's what it really feels like. And you're so over it. Like, you're so done. And you thought this was forever. You thought it was very stable and just joyful and really solid. um but it ended, right? And now you're having to be independent and really navigate things yourself, and is really difficult. Not that you can't navigate things yourself, I just think that it's really heavy for you and it's overwhelming right now. It's too much for you right now because you're having to deal with this heartbreak and also figuring out what the hell to do now. So it's just like a complete apathy. You're over it. It feels like you're very numb. You're just like, you look off into the distance and you're not thinking anything. You're not feeling anything. You're just sitting there. That's how it feels. There's nothing going on and you're missing opportunities for positivity too, because in a lot of renditions of the Four of Cups, there's a person sitting looking off, and there's three cups sitting. Wait, are they sitting or are they knocked over? No, I think they're standing up, but they're completely ignoring them. The person's completely ignoring those three cups. But then there's also a hand presenting a cup to this person, like from a cloud, right in front of their face, and they're missing it. They're not seeing it. So I think that through you being completely unfeeling and um not really um even processing anything right now. I don't think you are. Which is okay. I don't want you to think it's not. But you're missing opportunities to move forward, you know? And maybe even people trying to comfort you, situations like that. Maybe you're kind of saying, well, no to people that are trying to reach out to you and say, well, do you want to go do this today? And you're just like, no, no, I'm going to stay here. You know, I'm going to stay home. And that's really hard. And again, it doesn't have to be a relationship, but it just feels like there's a power imbalance of some sort here. Like maybe you didn't have like you're in school or something and you don't have a ton of money right now, and it's like you're really working on it, but you're not there yet. And this person has all of their money, they're all figured out, right? And completely solid, right? And they're a king, you're a knight. Big difference. um so it feels like a power imbalance. They have a lot of power over you, and they kicked you to the curb in some way. And you're having to find your independence. You're trying to be financially independent, and it's hard. And it feels like you're struggling with that a lot. So I understand why you would be in such a dark place right now. It feels very, very heavy. And I feel for you, pile 3. I really do. This is a lot. Let's see some Buzzfeed cards. What else is coming out? Let me see. Oh my god. Okay, well, geez. So many came out at once. Yeah, you have some kind of snake. Let me tell you. Sneaky snake. Jerk face. See, and even the peacock is like, ooh, I'm rich and I'm settled. A little snooty, Even if that's not the situation, it's just like, oh, they're cocky and bleh. Listen, the peacock's not always like that. I don't have anything against peacocks. This is just the energy I'm I'm feeling right now, It feels wicked. Snooty patooty. Like, I don't know what else to say. Ooh, okay, good. This is good. Things will be balancing out with money and such, because you will be finding your feet soon, I think. You're in this halfway point right now. This partly there. And I think that that's even like just moving forward, feeling some emotions, but you have to allow people to help you and support you. They don't want you to do this alone. They don't want you to go through all this alone, even though you can get a little stubborn about that and wanting to do things alone and doing it yourself. I can get through this. And I don't think you're showing a lot of emotions to other people either, of how much you're hurting, but they know. You know what I mean? It's like you're trying so hard to hide it, but it's not really working. Um, because you're super apathetic. But again, there is a snake in the loose here. There's a snake in my boot. Ignore me. But you're feeling wicked apathetic and just like very much like the Four of Cups. That's the same vibe. The snake game in Four of Cups. Same vibe. You're just kind of bored and no. You're feeling indifferent toward life, I think. You're just kind of like, ugh, eh, you know? Because before, I think you were very focused and determined to do well, or just to to move forward toward your financial independence and move forward toward success, even, because Pentacles are Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. So they're usually really career driven and wanting to do things well, be successful, because they have that expensive taste, But I think you've kind of lost that a little bit along the way. I'm not saying it's lost forever. You'll definitely get it back. I think you're a hard worker. You're going to get it back. You're going to get back there, but again, focusing on the little things and knowing that you're not going to feel like this forever. You're really not. It was chaotic, super heavy. It's like life is pelting you in the head with these freaking snowballs, and it felt like you couldn't breathe, and things were so even they could be right now. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles, unstable money situation. That's definitely what I'm getting. Um, but just things just felt so chaotic and are right now potentially. So you're just not wanting to move forward. And with the Four of Cups, when you feel apathetic and when you feel like you're over everything, maybe you should write. I think that that could be a very good idea. And it could be very therapeutic for you as well. You can see and you can really figure out how you're feeling when you do that. You know, like if you look back and read it, it's like, oh, wow. Okay, well, I didn't know that that's what I was thinking, you know? Um, and even through that sort of situation, like writing things out, your emotions out, or whatever you're thinking out, that could really benefit you in the future with whatever you're doing, you know? Like, because I think you're learning a lot from this. It's a big, I mean, it's not something small. This feels like a big tower moment. Um, where just your entire foundation was shifted and feels very bleak, but you're learning a lot from it. And I know that's hard to hear when you're in the moment, but you're going to come out of this a totally different person. Again, you're rising from those ashes as that phoenix, right? And we also have the peacock here. So the peacock is, oh goodness, that peacock. And I feel like this is absolutely the King of Swords. So they're very prideful, boasting, you know, but like in such a gross way. I don't know what your situation is. I don't know if like this is like a landlord or something like that. And like you got evicted or something and they're like being all well blah 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 on social media or to different people that you know or something like that. There's a lot of different scenarios this could be, but um it just feels like this person is yucky. You know, they give me, and I'm sorry if they're like, I'm sure there's someone you cared about um and probably still do care about, but they're giving me such ugly vibes right now. I'm sorry. I don't like their vibes. Yeah, it's mm. And even if it was a relationship, they're like bragging about something being over, like the relationship being over, and maybe because they're able to get with other people now or something. You know, they're just nah, not giving me good energy. I'm just saying. But regardless of that person, you are going to be bringing in some good, way more positive energy soon. You know, you'll be feeling energized because I think you'll be finding more financial stability soon. And perhaps that's through someone helping you, through that support system that I really feel is here. But it's going to bring you'll feel so much better. I mean, wanting to get out of bed, wanting to be more active with your friends, with your loved ones, you know, just getting out there. Yeah. And for you, again, focus on the small things at first. And if someone calls you and wants to hang out, please say yes. Okay. I know it feels like so much, but they're calling you. They're getting in touch with you because they love you and they know that you're in pain. You know, they know that you're hurting and they want to be there for you. That's what it is. They're there for you and you got to try and allow like accept help, right? But that's very hard. So I understand. I understand it's difficult. But you've got this, pile 3. I know you do. Okay? Let that love in. Let people support you through this darkness because that King of Swords doesn't deserve your tears, okay? I love you. I think I'm gonna end your reading there, okay, pile 3. I don't want to, but I really want to like go more, but I'm gonna end it there. It's been a pleasure to read for you today. If you'd like to subscribe, you can hit the button down below. If you'd like to be notified when I post a new video, you can hit that notification bell. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I'll leave my email link down below. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, I'll leave those down below as well. But I hope you have a beautiful day, night, or evening wherever you are, my beautiful pile 3. And I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.